Good morning, this is Jim Henderson coming to you from the area directly in front of the Eckstein Research Building and the College of Medicine Administration Building. Behind me you'll actually see a project designed and funded by the Facilities Management Office at the university to replace approximately 8,000 bricks on the facade that leads to the Eckstein building and the CMAB, or the College of Medicine Administration building. This was designed back in the mid-80s and was designed without a drip edge on any of the top layers of stone. That has led to water infiltration in behind the bricks, and so you can see the superstructure had to be stripped. It was quite a bit of rust on it that had to be cleaned up, and it had to be rust-proofed again. All of these columns will actually have some work on it. Water getting in behind the materials, interacting with some of the materials that were used at the time, as far as the cement and grout, has led to a deterioration in the bricks. And so we will actually be replacing about 6 layers from the ground up on each column to stabilize the upper bricks. This project is scheduled to complete in September. We'll have this whole area redeveloped here. We've now moved over to the south end of the Medical Education and Research Building. What you see around me is the beginning of the final construction of the landscape plan for the Papa John Biomedical Discovery Building. This was a temporary fix after the tunnel project, and now it's going in permanently, so that's why we're actually taking out concrete. And people think that, or some people have wondered why we're replacing new concrete. Well, it's because it was temporary until the new project started here. The building will be substantially complete in May of next year, so we want to have the landscaping done this year so it has a chance to establish and not have it all be brand new next spring and dependent on the weather at that point in time. So what you're seeing now is the copper skin that goes on the exterior of the building. You'll notice a much different color than what you're seeing on either the Carver building or the Medical Education Research building. There are essentially 3 different colors here of copper that are pre-stained, and these will be expected to blend in with the existing copper on the other buildings within the next 18 months. We've now moved inside the new Papa John Biomedical Discovery Building. As you can see, we're in a big open laboratory area. The metal structures on either side of me are actually cores from which the casework will be mounted, and utilities that are on the surface of the laboratory casework, such as gas, air, vacuum, electrical service, and any water services would be located. Part of the process here was to get as high a LEED status, energy conservation, green building as we could. We're fairly confident we're at the gold level with this building, which I think is significant given the amount of air changes and air handling that's needed for a research facility. Toward that end, we moved all of the offices to the east side of the building so that we can recirculate air there, as opposed to the laboratory space where air comes into the building and goes out one time. It's called single pass air. It's not recirculated. Heat from that air is actually collected and used to heat, or a part of the heating system here, which again is an energy conservation process. We're now scheduled to be substantially complete in mid-May of 2014, and final completion is scheduled for June 16th, 2014. We're on schedule. We're around 42 weeks left in this project. So we're on budget, we're still on schedule, which is significant for a project this large.